This is the story of the time I fell off a mountain. Scotland had been rainy and overcast for about a week straight. Suddenly, one afternoon, there was a clear day, so my friend and I decided to go on a little hike. The hike we chose was beautiful. Look at these views. Look at these wonderful, wonderful mountaintops, rock scrambles. The sight was unbelievable. We were in the Glencoe Valley, and we were planning on hiking through a ridgeline called Anach Egan. As we progressed further along on our hike, the sun began to set and it began to rain. I made a very poor decision to try and climb down the mountain, not on any trail, not on any route that I had pre-planned, but just I started making my way down the side of the mountain. There was not a place really for me to go, and I fell. When I fell, I landed on my right side, and my head was bleeding, my arm was bleeding, my leg, my knee. The conditions kept getting worse and worse, but I just had to, guide my friend and get us out of this situation, climb down the mountain, and try to survive. We made it. We ended up making it, and it was great. It was awesome. We were picked up by a German man on the side of the road. He brought us back to our car, and then we were able to drive into the local town of Ballycrew, where we got a nice room at a bed and breakfast. And then, in the night, we met a Frenchman who was asking directions to the local bar. The Frenchman, here's some deers. As we were climbing down, we saw deer, and we started to just follow them. Look at how wrecked my pants were after climbing down this mountain. They call it the Ridge of Brown Trousers. I wrecked my pants. But anyway, we met this Frenchman. He needed directions to the bar. So we went to the bar with this French guy, and he had lavender oil to put on my arm for the cuts and for the, for the bleeding. I needed stitches, really, but I just used those natural remedies. This is his art book. The guy was so amazing. He gave me lavender oil, and then he gave me this little chocolate biscuit. Then he drew a portrait of me. Look at this portrait. I have it in my room to this day. He also did one of my friend. Here's my arm. Here's what I looked like. Man. And these are just pictures from the way down. It was so scary. And I'm lucky to have lived. You really need to be careful and plan your hikes out a little better. Check out the topographical map of the hike to see my route down. That was some major de-elevation. Be grateful for your life. Thanks for watching, and be careful, guys. I healed up, but it was rough.